If you're searching for a company to perform an NFPA 25 5-year fire sprinkler internal inspection in Miami, Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, or anywhere in South Florida, I wanted to share my experience with Florida Fire Solutions. We recently hired them to complete our 5-year fire sprinkler internal inspection, and the entire process was professional, organized, and much more informative than I expected. If you own or manage a commercial building, condominium, warehouse, office building, apartment complex, or industrial property, this is one inspection you don't want to overlook. Before working with Florida Fire Solutions, I honestly didn't understand what a 5-year internal inspection actually involved. I thought it was just another annual sprinkler inspection, but it's completely different. An NFPA 25 5-year internal inspection is designed to evaluate the inside of the fire sprinkler piping to make sure there isn't corrosion, excessive rust, scale, microbiologically influenced corrosion, foreign material, or other obstructions that could prevent the sprinkler system from operating properly during a fire. It's a critical inspection that many building owners don't even realize is required until they're asked for documentation. One thing that impressed me right away was how knowledgeable the technician was. Before starting the inspection, he explained the purpose of the inspection and why NFPA 25 requires it every 5 years for many wet pipe sprinkler systems. He made it easy to understand without using technical language that would confuse most property managers. It felt more like someone educating us than simply checking another item off a list. During the inspection, they carefully opened the required inspection points to evaluate the condition of the sprinkler piping. They explained what they were looking for and why even small amounts of corrosion or debris can eventually affect water flow inside the system. Seeing the inside of the piping made me realize why this inspection is so important. Everything can look perfectly normal from the outside, while problems slowly develop inside the pipe over many years. Another thing I appreciated was that Florida Fire Solutions didn't immediately assume repairs were necessary. If the piping was clean, they documented the findings and explained that the system was in good condition. If they had found corrosion, tuberculation, foreign material, or excessive buildup, they would have documented it and explained the recommended next steps. Everything was presented honestly, without trying to create unnecessary work. For anyone responsible for maintaining a commercial fire sprinkler system, it's easy to focus only on annual inspections because they're performed more frequently. However, the 5-year internal inspection serves a completely different purpose. It gives you a look inside the system that simply can't be accomplished during a routine visual inspection. If corrosion or obstructions are allowed to build up over time, they can reduce water flow or prevent sprinkler heads from receiving the amount of water they were designed to deliver during a fire. Florida Fire Solutions also explained that the 5-year inspection is only one part of an overall NFPA 25 inspection program. Depending on the building, there may also be annual fire sprinkler inspections, quarterly inspections, fire pump testing, backflow testing, standpipe inspections, and other required maintenance. It was reassuring to know they understand the entire fire protection system instead of only performing one inspection. Communication throughout the project was excellent. Scheduling was easy. They arrived when they said they would, and the inspection report was detailed but easy to understand. They documented the inspection clearly and answered every question we had afterward. That level of communication makes a big difference when you're managing multiple properties or preparing for insurance reviews and fire marshal inspections. I also liked that they understood different property types. Whether it's a condominium, apartment complex, warehouse, office building, shopping center, healthcare facility, hotel, school, or industrial property, every building has different fire protection systems and inspection requirements. Having a company with experience across all of those property types gave me confidence that the inspection was being performed correctly and according to the current NFPA 25 requirements. If you're hiring a company to perform an NFPA 25 5-year fire sprinkler internal inspection, I would recommend finding one that takes the time to explain the process, provides detailed documentation, understands the code requirements, communicates well, and doesn't simply rush through the inspection. A 5-year internal inspection is too important to be treated like just another routine service call. Overall, our experience with Florida Fire Solutions was outstanding. They were professional, dependable, knowledgeable, and very easy to work with from beginning to end. If your commercial property needs an NFPA 25 5-year fire sprinkler internal inspection, annual fire sprinkler inspections, fire sprinkler repairs, deficiency corrections, backflow testing, or other commercial fire protection services anywhere in Miami, Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, or South Florida, I would absolutely recommend Florida Fire Solutions. They made a complicated inspection easy to understand and gave us confidence that our fire sprinkler system is ready to protect our building if it's ever needed.